Welcome to Sequatchie Skies. We're arriving at the Tennessee Treetoppers Henson Gap launch on February 17th, 2025. Post-frontal skies are sunny and clear, with temperature in the mid-30s and light northwesterly winds. Jim Gibson has set up his laminar single-surface hang glider favored for light winds, while Doug Harrod is retrieved from the LZ by Colin Hodgson after his first paragliding flight of the day.
Mazana!
Hello, dear friend. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Happy spring.
Happy spring.
The
I
sun
think
is
it's
shining.
almost here.
Oh, I know. I know.
Just,
Especially when it gets quiet like this and the sun. It's beautiful.
We usually get a pretty good spring preview at the end of February. Yeah. We got one a little early, I think, last week. Well, you know, it got a little warm
That's
last
true.
week.
When we were here and it was so sunny and warm.
Yeah.
And then we get blasted with rain and fog and it gets really cold. Are you going to use it for flying?
Yeah, I think I've got some mounts. Some mounts for it. Got cameras for each wing now.
Good.
So yeah.
And it has a nice stability, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it keeps you, getting all the head bob stuff going on. It's just for handheld.
I thought, who is this guy?
Hey, Jim.
Mystery camera.
But I'm trying to understand what changed about you, Dan. Why you look so young? You always look old, but
I've been. It's a lifetime of doing what I like for a living, so that's probably something to do with it.
that's
Yeah. I used to fly in this kind of weather
Yeah?
once upon a time.
Well, when I was coming in, it started to go and blowing down. Doug just launched paragliding.
Did he?
Yeah.
He texted me on the, telegram, said he was on his way. So where'd he go?
He landed in the LZ.
Oh, he did. It's just he couldn't stay up in it, huh?
Not much. If he can't stay up,
It's probably, yeah.
But
that's challenging.
he had a good launch and he launched in a good cycle, but
Yeah.
there really wasn't enough lift to. He had a few bumps, but
I figured it would definitely be soarable, but
I thought there would be more. There was
I mean,
more
as cold as it is.
When we first got here, there was more.
I'm gonna put Clea in the car. She can say hi to the camera. There you go,
Hey,
Clea. Here you
There
can
she
wave.
is.
She's going to take a nap when we're launching the hang
Yeah.
glider. All right.
Well, I'm glad I came along.
Yeah, I was hoping that you'd arrive and see people up.
Oh, yeah, right. I was kind of expecting that coming across the plateau. I said, why isn't there anybody up?
I thought there'd be more people.
Oh, I thought it'd be blowing like stink today, and I looked at the, at the wind's loft, and it said pretty light.
I tried to get Kathy Lee out, but she said, no, too cold.
Yeah. I think for most of us.
If I can catch the little pop,
Yeah, you have a nice top.
I want up, down, neutral. My word will be clear. We're gonna stand right here.
I got neutral, pretty much a little light up. I like trying to figure out farther.
Your wing
That's
down.
cool.
Dan, let your wing up.
Got it.
Let it loose, Dan. Let me feel the glider. There we go. Let me feel the glider, guys. Okay.
You got it.
Clear?
That is a bald eagle. I like that glider.
Bald eagle is soaring over the Bernstein.
Is that eagle?
Mm-hmm. He was down and he got up.
Maybe he'll come back over this way. Oh, he's working a thermal.
They missed each other just by a second. Because James was down and then the bald eagle came.
I lost Jim. You see him?
No. Oh yes, I can see him. He's going towards Hanson Gap.
I see him, yeah.
Right there.
Surfing over the hill down there.
It's just
House thermal.
Because another vulture came and flew by, and previously.
Wish that eagle would come back down this way a little bit. Yeah, Jim's getting some lift down there over the hill.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he could be back up here.
Wow.
If he get, I can't stay though. My hands are getting cold. There's the eagle's going the other way. It looks like.
2 of them now.
Yeah, are there?
Well, I wonder. I don't know if it was a vulture or was it a second eagle that came. Maybe they met together.
Maybe.
Oh, he's finding some lift. That's exciting. Oh my, that's
Well, he's staying off the ground anyway. That glider just blends in with his gray in the winter. I've lost him again.
It's harder with this wing. The
Yeah, it's
previous
so
tail
much-
that he took off was easier to spot because
Well,
it was the orange one.
Yeah, I imagine it's easier in the summer too, because that gray just disappears
It
against
does
against the gray forest. All those tree trunks.
Oh, he's actually finding some lift. That's great.
Where is he now?
So the adjacent field to the LZ, and
Yeah.
he's kind of like, he's going to be right over East Valley, right. He's turning right above that field adjacent to the LZ.
I see him.
Yeah. He has orange tips on the wings and on the nose.
Let's pick out the leading edge.
Mhm.
That white in the leading edge mainly. There's a little lift there.
Wow, that's fantastic.
I'd be surprised if this camera picks him up at all at that distance.
Yeah. But that's a good test.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's climbing.
He's having fun. That's lovely.
Yeah, that day like today's good practice.
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at him. But you know, I'm surprised we don't see more birds soaring. Because the
Yeah,
lift
you're
is
right.
there.
That's a good point. You'd
There's
think.
lift. You'd think occasionally you would see a vulture, or the vultures
Yeah.
hibernating.
Or paragliders. I don't know.
Just one.
This would be a good paragliding day, I would think. What do I know?
Yeah, Colin went down to pick up. What's his name? I have a memory lapse.
Me too. Doug. Good. How you doing? So you're a young hot blood. I can't tell under all that mask.
What's that?
I said I can't tell who you are at all under all that.
It's Doug.
All that. I know. I put it together, but you know you're fairly well disguised. Does Jim go out?
Yeah, last I saw him, it was that far above the horizon.
Yeah, and he ain't now, so.
I can't find him now. Not in the LZ, so he's got to be up there somewhere.
You got your tunes going already?
Yeah, man.
There you go. Have some fun. What is it, you don't want to be on camera, Colin?
I thought I was blocking your shot.
Yeah, the witness protection program or something.
Yeah. Oh, nobody find it. Especially the IRS.
Right.
Coming blind. Not happy about something. I was about to lose the red. About to lose the what?
Red. I just went over there.
Looked like you was going up pretty good here.
Huh?
Looked like you was going up pretty good right here.
Yeah.
It's easy to see why Doug is recognized for his kiting skills. He attributes that to lots of practice in air deliberately selected for trashy mechanical turbulence. He also credits SIV, or Simulated Incident in Flight clinics, with preparing quick reactions to unexpected wing attitudes and changes. During Jim Gibson's hang glider launch from the ramp earlier, I questioned his decision to launch from behind the red line, contrary to local conventional wisdom. When asked about that after demonstration of impeccable launch technique, he had this to offer. My launch decisions regarding proximity to the red line depend on a few factors. The windier and gustier it is, the closer to the red line I want to be, usually right on the line in 12 plus miles per hour. I rarely get in front of the red line because I feel that puts the wire crew's safety at risk, and wire crews aren't safety tied to the ramp these days. If the wind is cross, the red line is the best place to be. There are visiting pilots from other sites who believe that when on the ramp in cross conditions, they should angle the glider into the wind. That technique can work on a gentle sloping launch, but on the TTT ramp in cross winds, pilots should always start their run with the wing mostly parallel to the boards. We don't want a wing too far back out of the flow, and we don't want a rearward wingtip to touch the ramp if the launch wasn't perfectly executed. If the wind is straight in, reasonably light, and consistent, then I like to be a step behind the red line so that I can do a walk, jog, run launch. On zero wind days, a pilot can safely launch from the red line, but the initial airspeed is usually achieved by dropping rather than forward momentum. I personally prefer to be a couple of steps behind the red line in zero wind to start the launch, walk, jog, run, but there needs to be a very good angle of attack control because the angle of attack needs to be lowered a bit during the run after crossing the red line. I also base my red line distance on the experience of the wire crew. If one or both wire crew hasn't assisted before, I'll be a step behind the red line just to make the inexperienced wire person feel more comfortable. The TTT ramp is an outstanding design and very forgiving since the shape and distance to the trees below allows for dive-out room. There are local pilots with many more TTT ramp launches than I have, and the general consensus and statistics over the years show that launching from the red line is the safest place because the wing is in the cleanest flow of air. However, I personally believe there is room for some subtle variations depending on the factors mentioned above. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Sequatchie Skies from February 17th, 2025. Hitting those buttons, you know the ones, will let us know you like what you see. Of course, the comment section below is real good for letting us know you'd like something else. But positive comments are nice too. Look for the next episode and maybe we'll see you in the sky.